Get ready.
Yeah.
I'm gonna preach like James.
Yeah.
You know, and we see them and we begin to mimic, but we have again nothing behind.
Yeah, for sure.
To stand on.
Yeah.
So when you got out in 2011 and you started talking about faith.
Yeah.
And people start saying, I remember the old guy and the new guy trying to live. And now the new guy's living. He's not there.
Yeah.
But he had to forget what?
Yeah, the old. If you're gonna be new, be new.
You gotta be new. What do you say? And I know our time is running down.
Yeah.
The person who's saying, I can't change. I don't have what it takes. I can't change. God hadn't shown me a picture of who I'm supposed to become. I can't change because I got too many forces around me that are holding me down. I can't change because I don't think I have what it takes and I don't have that picture. What do you say? Because there's a quote that says, the most pathetic person in the world is a person with sight and no vision.
Yeah.
And so they have sight, but they don't have vision.
You can see on the outside, you can't see on the inside.
Can't see on the inside. But I can see myself going somewhere, but I can't see how I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
I can see myself doing it, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
You're doing what others dreamed about doing. You're in a place where others, in prison right now, people who've gotten out of prison, whether it's physical or mental or emotional, saying, how can he walk in that type of freedom?
Yeah.
How can he have that type of confidence?
Yeah.
How do he know that? How is he so sure that God will do that? Where did that assurance come from? And what encouragement could you give them to let them know that it's not a caterpillar, butterfly, it's caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly?
That's a great question. I will answer it by saying this. It sounds like to me you got too many options. I can't do this because of this. I can't do that. So in other words, if you can't do this, then you got an option to do something else.
Yeah. That's good.
I used to say this. You got one shot, no other options, no plan B. Why? Because a singular focus will always produce fruit for the goal.
Yes.
All right.
Singular focus.
Yeah.
One focus.
Everybody say, what? Listen, if we were telling you to put up the writing, I'd say follow one course until success.
One focus.
One focus.
When I got multiple options, it can be a source of confusion.
Yeah.
Because whatever I'm good at, or whether I'm getting an affirmation from, in that time, I may be tempted to follow it.
All right.
What if God didn't say, that's it? For me, I just killed my options.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
You got to kill the option.
Ain't no other options.
No other option.
It's what God said about my life despite.
So back to that voice.
Yeah, right. That's why we call it this Holy Spirit University.
The voice.
Because what we're trying to do is, hear me, it's one thing to be able to know the voice theologically, know it in the course, but it's another thing to know the voice on the course.
Yeah.
Hear me, I can teach you how to hear it biblically,
Yeah.
but I need to teach you how to sense it emotionally.
Yeah.
So you saying that I could know
Can you feel
the
it?
voice because I know the word of God?
Yeah.
But I don't know the voice because I hadn't got a word from God.
Come on.
Because some people know the word.
That's what it is.
That's his voice.
That's what it is.
But he may want to, it's like Abraham, right?
Yeah.
And he's going to kill his, and he's going to kill Isaac. And he told him to go do that. God told him to do it.
Yeah.
And he's going to do it. And he's like this, getting ready to do it, and then all of a sudden,
Oh, Abraham.
okay, so
Don't kill the boy.
another voice.
Yeah.
Could it be that some of us heard the voice and killing Isaac and stopped listening to hear, hold on?
Watch it.
And maybe we still operating on what God said back then, and God's still speaking,
Yeah.
but we still doing what he said
Absolutely.
back then,
Absolutely.
and he done told us to hold up. And now that voice is
Can I tell you the evidence? What's wrong? What's the reason why that voice is dominant? Because watch this. You heard it one time.
Yeah.
You got used to it.
Yeah.
And it became, this is how he does it all the time.
Yeah.
That's good.
And in growth,
Yeah.
he knows how to change frequencies.
That's good.
Yeah.
Watch this. If he's speaking on 92.1,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden he kills 92.1 and go to 97.5, what do you do?
What do you
Do
do?
you keep it on the static to keep on here? Or do you start, my sheep hear my voice. They know it and they follow me. Do I shift when he shifts?
Yeah.
Why did he shift? Because you got used to him. He was getting ready to form a religion
That's good.
Yeah.
on who you think God is and a whole doctrine of where you think God going. So what God does is, because his whole number one goal for you is growth, he shifts.
So Moses go and he says, stand and wait and see the
Come
salvation
on,
of the
boy.
Lord.
Come on, boy.
Joshua go,
Yeah.
he says, step in the water.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna start moving.
Absolutely.
And one generation had it one way.
Yeah.
And they said, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
Come on.
And he didn't
Shift.
Come on.
And now we still on the same.
Yeah.
See, if you don't hear nothing else, hear this. The voice of God is not a one-time event. The voice of God is an ongoing lifestyle.
Yeah. Come on.
That's good. That's good.
That's why he says, man shall not live by bread alone,
Yeah.
but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. What he said yesterday, he got something fresh for you today.
Yeah.
But it's so
Yeah.
easy to get caught up on what he did
Yeah.
that you never even care to pursue what he's about to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
He's so big, he says, I'm going to do
I'm
exceedingly
gonna do it.
and abundantly
Come on.
above all that you may ask. You can't change if you get stuck on the wrong signal.
Yeah.
So maybe the word is
Yeah.
change
the
the
signal.
state.
Yeah.
Change the station. Change the station.
So apparently, the way you've been dating, it ain't worked out right. TikTok, this for you. So apparently, the frequency that you was on, apparently he's moved. How do you know? Because you're getting the same type of guy with a different face.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you with me?
Same guy.
He's the same type of guy, but he got a different face.
Yeah.
Or same type of woman.
Yeah.
Same body.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Same look.
Absolutely.
She got all that.
All this.
Same result.
Watch this. Your problem is simply this. God is moved. And you are still there.
Yeah.
He's telling you, I was at 92.5. Come up to 97.1. So in other words, in order to hear him to make the right decision, you got to go from 92 to 93 to 94 and to 95. Maybe you sat there so long, you starting to get stale. And he's ready to pull some stuff over you in such a way that you got to become somebody new in order to be prepared for who he has new.
All right.
So could it be that it's like now if everybody in here started talking
Yeah.
and we started talking and we'll continue to talk, we could be saying something powerful,
Yeah.
but the noise could be distracting
They won't
you from hearing that you need to change the channel. And then when you change the channel, it sounds almost like the last channel, but it's not.
Yeah.
Come on.
The last thing that God said,
Yeah.
if you're still operating off of that,
Yeah.
and God is saying something new,
Yeah.
we could be killing the dream because we get distracted. The disaster can push you into destiny. Because what caused the disaster over here could change your direction to lead you to destiny.
Absolutely.
But if you're distracted
Yeah.
by the stuff around you,
Yeah.
who are you allowing to feed you?
Come on.
What are you allowing them to feed you? What are they saying when they feed you?
Yeah.
And then you keep getting sick. And it's coming from what you've been eating. You know how you eat something and it doesn't sit right with your stomach?
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, it may be that God trying to change that diet, like you said.
Absolutely.
So, in closing,
Uh-huh.
how do you hear the voice, man? This is Holy Spirit University.
Yeah.
Because somebody's saying, I hear you. I can hear you because I logged in to Facebook, or I logged in to TikTok. So actually, they had to have that program to connect so they could hear.
Absolutely.
How do they need to connect so they can hear from him?
The first thing you got to do in order to hear the voice is you got to eliminate doubt that you can't hear the voice.
Okay, come on. That's good.
Most people have been convicted by I can't hear. Most people have been convicted by God don't speak to me. Most people, they are convicted by he speak to you, but he just don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Number one, you got to kill the doubt right off the top. Are you with me? I don't know who this is for, but I hear this clear as day. The second thing you got to do, watch this, you got to eliminate the sin and the secret sin.
Come on. Yeah. That's good.
This is what we don't want to talk about. But here it comes. When we sin and openly rebel, we don't break the relationship, but we kill the fellowship.
Yes. Yes, that's good.
That's good, the fellowship.
Yeah. So, how do you think you're going to hear God? And you got a live-in boyfriend and you live a life of fornication.
Lord Jesus.
I'm just saying, we teach transformation. I ain't being here. I'm just come on. I'm trying to move you. I'm trying to get you to what he wants for you and what you need for yourself and what you need for your children. I know I heard it as clear as day. The Holy Spirit said, go there. I don't know who listening. But you mad that you can't hear him and he's saying, I'm going to talk when you clean up.
My God. Lord. That's so good.
So could it be that they are
the next,
communicating, they're conversating, but they're not connecting? Watch this now. Now, catch what I'm saying, because don't let this devil come in and try to condemn you.
Right.
The relationship ain't broken.
That's right.
Good.
The relationship with Christ, he's in you.
Right.
You're struggling. But watch this. God never demands for you to do something that he haven't given you the grace to do it.
Come on.
Wow. When he says stop, lay aside the weight and the sin that so easily besets you, Hebrews 12. When he says stop, he's already given you the ability to stop.
Yes, he has.
The question is this: have you married it? When it's time to release it, do you have the power? Watch this. Has it become your God, or has his voice become your God?
My. Teach.
He already spoke.
Yeah.
He just ain't finna give you nothing fresh because you made something else your God.
Yeah.
For the third person, it's hard to hear the word if you don't care to know the word.
Yeah.
He trains you by starting at what he said.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
He also trains you when he draws you to. Let me show you how else you hear him.
Yes, you do.
I know you hear him.
Oh, yes.
Because if you don't hear him, then that means he's an unjust God. He's made you and he's asking you to do something that you don't have the capacity to do. Hear him. Oh, yes, you hear him. Can I show you how? You got saved, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you saved? Watch this. Maybe you heard him through the drawing. Some pulling on me. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people say God didn't call me to preach when all he's doing is drawing.
My
Yeah.
God.
He's drawing, but the point is this: he's talking.
Yeah.
He's talking through the draw.
Yes.
Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
The frequencies, here we go again. You may open up the word and something just pop out. Boom! They come alive. That's how he speak to you.
Yeah.
In other instances, you may be getting drawn to something, drawn to help the homeless, drawn to do this, drawn to do this. He's speaking to you.
Yeah.
Am I making any sense? I'm just trying to show you how to get familiar with the voice.
Yeah.
In other instances, you got one who reading the word, you got one who's being drawn, and you got some instances, there is a strong conviction. Don't do this. Don't do this. In this season, how he speaks to you, he only speaks by conviction.
Yeah.
What is he doing? He's training you on frequencies.
Yeah.
The question is, am I willing to stay sensitive? Am I willing to stay obedient? And am I willing to want to hear the voice when the voice comes? Because a lot of times when he speaks, he says something to us that we really don't agree with.
All right.
Yeah.
To everybody that's under the sound of my voice, man, if the Lord has spoke to you, give God a hand clap of praise on this morning. To everybody, Facebook, TikTok, Holy Spirit University, you can come right now and you can give. You can text TFCC to the number 77977. You can go to Cash App, $ Transforming Faith. You can give your offering. You can give your seed. You can give your tithe. You're saying, I'm not going to be able to make it in the 1030 seed service. Well, guess what? You just got the word today that can shift you and change every dimension of your life. Because we know that the Holy Spirit is transforming us. That dealing and moving in the Holy Spirit is not a one-time event, but it's a lifestyle. This is what we're trying to do. You're getting it 2 times in one because we're trying to give you a double thing to get you excited to move on to the next one tomorrow. So today you heard him, so tomorrow I want to hear him too. Are you with me? Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, every last one of you, we celebrate you, we appreciate you, we honor you, we bless you. Hear me and hear me well. Don't miss the 10:30 a.m. service in 1 hour because we will be in part 2 of the message entitled The Fundamentals of Faith. God spoke a prophetic word to me and he told me to release it to you. Do not miss the 10:30 morning worship service. We out of here, y'all. We love you. We honor you. We celebrate you. We change the frequency. Finish the race. Complete the work. Y'all have a good day, and we will see you all in 1 hour. We'll come back in 1 hour.